But there was some good stuff to come out of it. Sorry, I got an email. Welcome back to the Wonder Boys podcast. This will be episode 37, I believe, if my mathematics are correct. It's just Tim today. I don't know where Lucas is. He left me alone. No, Lucas has an Ultimate Frisbee tournament this weekend, and he'll deny it, but he didn't let me know that he wouldn't be joining me for the podcast today, no. And because I'm passive-aggressive, I didn't contact him either, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this hard on you. Okay? So, what am I going to talk about alone for 20 to 30 minutes? Well, let's figure this out. Let's think about back through my week. Start with some movie stuff. Earlier this week, I saw two movies. I saw King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, and Wonder Woman, but I saw King Arthur first, so I'm going to talk about that one first. That one actually pretty kick-ass. If you've ever seen a Guy Ritchie movie, you'd like Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Rock'n'Rolla. I think Snatch is one of his as well. There's another one. There's Layer Cake. I think that's him as well. He did the Man from U.N.C.L.E. remake in 2015, and now this is the next movie that he's done, and it's pretty kick-ass. It's like an English gangster movie, kind of based in medieval England, except it's not. It's a really fantasized version of England. There's giant elephants. There's fucking snakes that are the size of buildings. It's pretty cool if you suspend your disbelief. I could kind of sense from some of the people as we were walking out of the theater that they weren't ready for something like that, and they're like, what the fuck is happening? But you're going to see a King Arthur story, which, you know, he's got a magical sword in the whole story, if you've ever heard it before, that's pulled out of stone. You know, only he can pull it out because he's the rightful king. You know, it's going to be a fantasy movie. It's going to have some funky shit. But it's really, the best parts of the movie are grounded in a sort of reality, like, almost like, well, the main character, this isn't really a spoiler, but, because it happens in the first 10 minutes of the movie, but the main character, King Arthur, obviously, he's just Arthur, or Artie, I think they call him. I can't remember. He's a bit of a hustler. He's raised in a brothel, and he's got a couple of friends. They're real miscreants. They collect money from guys who don't pay the ladies at the brothel. So they're kind of enforcers. They also have a bunch of side businesses, and they're really fast talkers. They're a lot like modern day English gangsters. The ones you'd expect to see in a Guy Ritchie movie. Basically, if you've ever seen one, you should watch one. They're amazing. They're so fucking good. So this one's no different. Just based in a fantasy setting, and it is kick ass. It's got a really cool cast. I mean, they kind of rejigged the whole Knights of the Round Table thing. They got guys from Far East Asia. They got a guy who's a Moor, I think they say. He's from the north of Africa. They got all kinds of stuff in there. Lots of famous faces. Eric Bana plays, I want to say King Uther. That's King Arthur's dad. He makes some appearances. Who else is in that would recognize? The guy who plays Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. Everyone loves that guy, the sleazy slimeball. There's so many good actors in this movie. Jude Law plays the villain. He plays the he is the king's brother, but then, you know, some stuff happens. He becomes the king. It's so good. You got to check it out. And yeah, if it's still in theaters by the time you listen to us, go see it. Take a friend. It's actually super fun, and it's funny too. And it's a beautiful looking movie. They shoot it so well. They edit it so well. It's kick ass. But I'm gonna bring up, and even, I mean, I would argue it's an even better movie. Wonder Woman is fucking fantastic. Spoiler alert. I mean, that's not really a spoiler, but it's such a good movie. You got to check it out, and I'm gonna explain why. Because I've been watching a couple of reviews, reading a couple of reviews, and I agree with their points. So I'm gonna reference some other people in this one too. Wonder Woman kind of redeems what's been going on in the DC movie universe. Everyone knows Marvel. You know, the Captain Americas, the Iron Mans, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone knows those now. And basically, the other side of the fence, DC, with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, etc. They're trying to catch up. They're playing catch up. And they really tried to do that with Batman versus Superman. They tried to shove so much shit into one movie, including the character of Wonder Woman, who she was one of the best parts of that movie anyways. Now she's got her own movie, and it is so good for so many reasons. It's not just, I would say, a good superhero movie. It's just a good movie. I went to see it with my dad, and he really enjoyed it, maybe for different reasons than I, from what I could tell. Afterwards, he likes action movies, he likes that kind of stuff. But maybe he saw the underlying shit that I saw as well, which I'll say now. I mean, they really nailed the character of Wonder Woman. You know, she's righteous, she's passionate, she cares about people, and she doesn't just stand by and wait for things to happen. She takes charge, she goes and she gets it done, which is probably it's why people love the character, and they really brought that up on the screen for the entire movie. It was constant throughout, and that really made it something special. Unlike, for example, I'll reference Batman v Superman again. Where, I mean, they kind of betrayed both the characters of Batman and Superman. Batman being a murderous psychopath who kills people, and Superman just like, oh, I don't know if I want to save people. I don't know, like, no, Superman wants to save people because that's who he fucking is. That's what he does all the time. That's what he's always been able to do and what he always wanted to do. And with the character of Wonder Woman, they nailed it so well on the head. You're kind of thinking like, well, where'd they go wrong with the other ones? Hopefully they'll rectify everything in the future, because I think even just the character in this movie and the portrayal by Gal Gadot, the very pretty lady who plays Wonder Woman, she really nails it. She brings across this kind of charm and this humor to the character. This awkwardness in, this fish out of water thing where she's like, she leaves her home island. She comes to London where it's like, everything's run by men. She's unsure of why these people are not taking action against certain things going on in the war. And it's based in the First World War, not the Second World War. So people don't get confused with Captain America, the First Avenger, which I'll say Wonder Woman is better than that Captain America movie. Maybe not all the Captain America movies, but it's definitely better than the first one. And a reason for that, a reason it's better than the first Captain America movie, is in the first Captain America, he's got these supporting characters. He's got his Howling Commanders or whatever they're called. These backup guys that go on missions with him and help him out for shit in that little montage. But you don't really know much about them. You don't know who they are, what makes them tick. I mean, they look different. They got cool little bowler hats, or they got a mustache, or there's an Asian guy from Fresno. But in Wonder Woman, she's got four people who come with her. There's Steve Trevor, the American spy who was working for British intelligence, and the obvious love interest. I mean, it's Chris Pine. The guy's handsome as hell. And she's got a Scotsman, a First Nations. I want to say he's like a black market. He's like a guide or something. I don't know. He's a mercenary. They're all mercenaries. And then there's this Turkish guy, or he's French or something. I don't know, but he wears a fez, so I assume he's Turkish. And each of these characters has these moments throughout the movie where they showcase their personal struggles or their personality, essentially. Especially with the Scotsman. I can't remember his name. I just want to call him Scotty because he's Scottish, but Angus, maybe? I don't know. But he's really cool because they actually show like some signs of PTSD in this character during the war. It's not after the war. He's suffering from PTSD during the war. They're out in the camp, and the guy wakes up from a nightmare, and he's suffering from PTSD. The First Nation smuggler, they call him Chief. He talks about how his people were oppressed by Steve Trevor's people, which gives Wonder Woman a moment of pause. She's like, what the hell? Like, all these people. Like, even Steve Trevor, who is more noble than the Germans they're fighting, or whomever, or Ares, or whatever, the villain. Even they've done some bad things. It starts to make Wonder Woman think about, like, oh, maybe mankind isn't all good, isn't all, isn't as dandy as she'd hoped. The Turkish fella, he's very charming. He wanted to be an actor, but he says something about the color of his skin. It means he can't be an actor because he's not white, so he doesn't get cast in movies. And Steve Trevor himself, I mean, he's just a handsome white guy who can fly planes and kick ass and charm the pants off an Amazonian princess. So, that's one of the reasons I think Wonder Woman's so great, is that it gives time to the supporting characters. It gives them time to kind of express their issues, to kind of, it's not just about feminism, which it is, obviously. It's about these other minority groups or these other conditions like PTSD. It gives them the little, even if it's just a little bit of time, it gives it the time, which if that was a choice by the director, the writers, whoever, it was a great choice because it really adds some heart to the movie. And there's a moment where the Scotsman sings for them, and it's so charming. You just love them all. Other great things about the movie, I mean, the effects are great. The choreography, the fighting is fucking stupendous. The music, obviously, that theme music. I'll play a little clip of it. Is that cool? Holy shit, that's cool. Her music theme is just out of this world. It's so good. Check out the movie. I'll probably go see it again, it was strange because having Guardians of the Galaxy recently come out, I thought about going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2 a second time, but I didn't really feel the urge like I did with Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 I saw twice in theaters. This one, while it was very good, and I will probably buy the DVD when it comes out, or the Blu-ray when it comes out, I don't think I'll go see it in theaters again, but Wonder Woman I will, so hopefully that informs you as to how good Wonder Woman is. Don't write it off, it's really good. Other things to happen this week. Oh, geez, there's this huge, well, not huge, but yeah, it was huge. It was a devastating attack in London. Some guys on London Bridge just going crazy, trying to hurt people and just some bad stuff. But there was some good stuff to come out of it. Sorry, I got an email. Yeah, okay, there was some good stuff to come out of it. There was a couple police officers who rose to the challenge. One guy took on three of the bad guys with nothing but a baton, which, you just think about that. He's just standing there with a baton, taking them all on by himself. What a fucking badass. He's okay. He's in hospital with non-critical injuries, so he's going to be a fucking hero for the rest of his life, hopefully. And there was an off-duty police officer who tackled one of the attackers, who was wearing a fake suicide vest, but the off-duty police officer didn't know that, and he still tackled the guy rugby style. So props to that guy. He sacrificed, or thought he was sacrificing his life to save others, and that's honestly the best thing anyone could ever do. So, on a more cynical note, though, about the London attacks, I understand people being sympathetic and feeling bad about what's happening to people over there, and so on and so forth, but, you know, just this whole tweeting or sharing something about oh, I'm praying for London, sending good vibes and good thoughts to you. It does fuck all, okay? It does fuck all. If you want to do something good, maybe donate to the Red Cross. You know, call the UK Red Cross or whatever. Ask if you can help. Do something instead of saying something, okay? In times like these, you need action, not words. You know, if you want to send a message, absolutely. You have friends over there, send them a personal message. Call them on the phone. Say something like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay? Do you guys know anyone who is involved in the situation? Are they doing okay?" Just do something a little bit more than typing a Facebook status and feeling good about yourself, okay? I saw this really great meme the other day. It was from the Lord of the Rings Two Towers when Aragorn, the Return of the King, when Aragorn busts into the hall in is it Eardred? I don't know, the capital of Rohan. He busts in, he tells the king, Gondor calls for aid. Gondor calls for aid! And King Theoden answers, and Rohan will answer. Except on this meme, it was like, oh, thoughts with Gondor, sending my good vibes over there, and he changes his profile picture to a flag of Gondor. Which just shows, come on. If you can raise an army to fight the evil of Sauron, you should do it, okay? You shouldn't just fucking say like, oh, well, good luck with that, okay? Guys, see you later. Either do something or do nothing. I know it's an ultimatum, and only Sith deal in absolutes, but, you know, come on. Come on, son. 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 Come on. Geez, there's a lot going on this week. I'm struggling to fill my. Sorry, I filtered my head. Just gotta sip the coffee there. Give me some time here while I look at my notes. Right, the United States backing out of the fucking Paris Climate Agreement. Oh, fucking great. This is good. Yeah, you know, world's biggest economy is fucking just not playing dice with the G7 right now. And both Elon Musk and there's a fella named Bob something who's the CEO of Disney or something. I don't know. They're both removing themselves from Trump's advisory council, which is a fucking terrible thing because those guys, well, especially Elon Musk, I'd say mostly Elon Musk, is such an advocate for environmental change and space exploration. You know, we need those kind of smart, driven people influencing the president of the United States, because even if the president of the United States is considered to be an idiot, he has so much influence at home and abroad for the Americans, and you know, fuck, it's so brutal. This whole situation, and there's more people who want to impeach Trump than approve of him right now. God, what a cock stand. What a shit sandwich. Oh, God. Continuing the rage. Actually, I left the door open, so now I'm going to try and hold the mic while I close the door. I'm going to stretch my arm here. Okay, there we go. Nailed it. Yeah. Okay. Continuing the rage a little bit, there was an article I read on, it's on Reddit that's on this subject called Not the Onion, which basically is like the headline of the story sounds like a joke, but it really isn't. And the headline of the story was Walmart is asking its employees to deliver online order items on their way home, which, I mean, fuck off, Walmart. I mean, I assume they're not paying these people. The article I read didn't have a lot of information, but I think it said they're not going to be paying because these will be after hours. It'll be after their work hours. So these employees probably won't be paid during this time for the deliveries. And they might have to go out of their way to deliver something. And, you know, I imagine someone working at Walmart, maybe they don't have access to a car. Maybe they don't have access to something like that. So maybe they have a moped or whatever. I don't know. They can't deliver shit. Some of them probably take the bus to work. I mean, what? You're going to carry a 50-inch TV onto a bus to deliver to some fucking lazy customer who can't even drive down to Walmart? Fucking shitty move, Walmart. Fucking hell. I'll still buy your shit though, because it's super cheap. I knew quite a few folks. I mean, they're still alive, so yeah, I know them. I know quite a few folks who boycott Walmart, and they had very valid reasons. I've never, in a point in my life, really felt the need to boycott something. You know, it's my own selfish reasons, I suppose. I agree that, you know, maybe boycotting a product that is made either illegally or using, you know, unnoble ways of manufacturing, like child labor, so on and so forth, that is a good thing to do, because that limits the profits on the company that uses such things. And you know, are you listening, Apple users? Fucking hell. I'm not chastising anybody, don't worry. I'm just rambling. I'm on my own here, so I'm grabbing at straws. But yeah, I've never had to boycott anything. I think I've come close a couple times, but it's kind of just like, well, you know, I'm over it. First world problems, am I right? Lighter note, actually a super fucking light note. I found this website, or it was I didn't find it. I mean, I'm not that good at the internet. I was directed to this website called 360views.net or something. I'll post the link on wonderboys.ca with this episode. I think it's called 360views.net or something. But it is basically pictures or videos taken in 360 degrees in various places around the world. And it is fucking incredible because there's even a few that are not around the world. They're on fucking Mars. The Mars rover, I think it's NASA's Curiosity rover, has a 360 degree camera on it, or they just take really good pictures and stitch them together really well, where you can basically look at a 360 degree view of a landscape on Mars in like 3 seconds, because you click on the website and it's right fucking there. Like, how fucking cool is that? We live in the coolest time where you can just go on, just type in a couple of letters, blah, 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 enter, and all of a sudden you're looking at fucking Mars. You're looking at the surface of Mars. And I mean, yeah, there's nothing really super exciting. It's just a bunch of red rocks, and sand, and a couple mountains, some hills. But still, it's on another fucking planet, okay? When you think like, oh, I haven't even been across the planet to, say, New Zealand. I've never even been there. But I've seen pictures of fucking Mars. How cool is that? It's the coolest shit ever. So, was just going to reconnect this back to the Elon Musk thing and leaving Trump's Security Council. That's why we need space exploration. That's why we need it. Because we can find some dope-ass shit, man. And send rovers to other planets and discover ice under the surface and use that water to, help people in countries where they don't have enough clean water. Like, fuck. Oh, my God, the possibilities are endless. Also, Wonder Woman's a really good movie. See, now I'm grasping at straws. I wanted to thank you for listening. I know I rambled on my own for, what does it say here, 20-something minutes. Next week, Lucas will be back, I hope. And I think he had a guest that wanted to join us, so I'm not going to promise any names, but it'll be 3 persons next time. Thanks again for listening. Enjoy the music, and go see Wonder Woman. Go see King Arthur. Go on to 360views.net. I don't know if that's the real link, but it will be on wonderboys.ca. You can always listen to us there on iTunes, SoundCloud, podcasts.com. I believe it's all over the place. It's on Google Play now. Whatever platform you have, you can find us on there under the podcast. Just search Wonder Boys Podcast. On Twitter and Instagram at Wonder Boys Cast. We're on Facebook, the Wonder Boys Podcast. Tell your friends. I mean, if you want to come on the podcast, email me, tim@wonderboys.ca. Send me a message on Twitter. Send me a message on Instagram. Send me a message wherever you can. We'd love to talk to you. Everyone's got a cool story to tell. Don't, even if you think like, oh, I'm not interesting. You are fucking interesting, okay? Come fucking talk to us. I know I'm sounding mad at you by swearing, but you're a great person and you deserve to be heard. Thanks again. Enjoy the music. See you next week.
Calling me the way it used to do. I can